A silent demonstration has been held as the hospitality, restaurant and wine industries call for the easing of lockdown regulations. The industries have suffered great financial losses since lockdown came into effect. The protest, named 1 million seats on the streets, is a desperate cry for help by the industry's 800,000 staffers whose jobs are on the line. SABC News reporter Nosipho Mncube is out on the streets for us. I think she's in the area of Parkhurst. Thanks very much, Nosipho, for joining us. What have you been seeing across Johannesburg today?
A very good afternoon to you, Nompumelelo. I am in Parkhurst, as you have mentioned, one of the busiest streets here. This is 4th Avenue, where we have just seen the Minister of Tourism, Kensani Ngubane, here with Rasa, that's Wendy Albert, a representative from there, passing a memorandum to the minister, as well as having quite a lengthy conversation with her. We were at Rockets this morning in Bryanston, and now we're here in Parkhurst, and I do have the CEO, Sean Barber, here with me again, just to give me a reaction on what has happened today. Sean, thank you for your time again. We've seen the minister arrive here and listen to, some of the issues that you're facing as the hospitality industry, as well as restaurant owners. How are you feeling? What is your reaction to what has taken place this afternoon?
I think it was a good day. We limited in terms of what we can do just by holding placards and putting our tables and our chairs out on the street, but it was really good of the minister to come, and as you said, Wendy had a good chat with her. The two main things that we wanted to get across was that we can operate within parameters and be responsible and give controlled environments and make sure people are safe in such a way that our industry is saved and we are still adhering to the COVID-19 parameters that government is stipulating towards us. There's definitely a middle ground that can be reached without the decimation of our industry. And the minister was very receptive to what Wendy had to say, and hopefully we get some traction from it. So on the whole, I think I'm happy.
Thank you very much, Sean. I'm going to move over now to Mboniseni, who is a waiter here at Rockets. These are the people that are mostly affected by what is taking place now. Moniseni, just speak to me about your experience since the lockdown began. What has life been like for you and your fellow colleagues here, seeing the restaurant go from being packed all the time and now people are slowly trickling in and not too, very reluctant to come back here. So what has it been for you?
So it's been hard because for the past 3 months we've not been working and you don't even qualify for UIF. So that has been difficult for me and my colleagues. But hopefully the minister had our cry today since we did the march. So hopefully things will turn out for the better.
How have you managed to make ends meet? I'm not too sure what the situation is for you at home and how many mouths you have to feed, but how have you managed to make ends meet?
So basically family members did help, and our boss did help us as well with money every month. So that's how we survived, from the money that we're getting from the families, and the boss did help us as well.
You've seen the minister now having a conversation with Wendy Alberts. How are you feeling? Are you feeling quite hopeful in what we'll be hearing in the next couple of weeks?
Yeah, I am. I'm just keeping my fingers crossed for a better outcome, basically. So just waiting. Hear results at the end of the day.
Thank you very much. That's Mboniseni Ndlovu, who is a waiter here at Rockets in Parkhurst, just speaking to us about the challenges they have faced, himself and his colleagues, just trying to make ends meet. Sean did indicate in the interview we did this morning the struggles or the challenges that they've had with regard to UIF and trying to ensure that their staff has something to make ends meet and to feed themselves and their families. But we saw the minister here receiving the memorandum, quite happy with what she's seen, as well as speaking to the owners, looking at the protocol that they followed in their restaurants. And, she did say that she will be taking everything that they have put together and all the information and the data they've put together to try and strengthen their case and help them with the easing of the regulations within restaurants. And she will be taking that to the NCCC and will be hoping to see an outcome soon or some response from the ministry as to the way going forward. But it's back to you, Nompu.
Before I let you go, Nosipho, we know that the million seats on the streets was their attempt to put their tables and chairs in the streets, almost to disrupt things. Was there a lot of disruption across Johannesburg? I know that they did consult with the police because they wanted it to be a peaceful protest.
From what we have seen, so we moved from Bryanston to Soweto and made our way here to Parkhurst. There was no disruptions whatsoever from what we saw in those areas that we visited. They did have their tables out, but on the pavements and not on the road. So no disruption whatsoever of traffic flowing in and out here, for example, in Parkhurst. They did say that police made it quite clear to them that they should avoid disrupting any traffic, and they've steered away from doing so. So from what I've seen throughout the day, no disruption whatsoever with regards to traffic.
Okay, Nosipho, thank you so much for your report. My colleague there, Nosipho Mncube.